Today I'll be making beef burritos. These are going to be so delicious, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have about 3 cloves of garlic. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel these first. Now that I've peeled my garlic, I'm just going to chop off the root end. So you can see right here, this is the root, and you're just going to want to cut that off of each clove of garlic. Next, I'm just going to mince up all my garlic. So I'm just going to cut it up into tiny little strips. And then I'm gonna finally chop all of it together. Now that I've sliced up all my garlic, I can just run my knife through it a few times to make sure all the garlic is in little pieces, and this will be perfect when we cook our beef. As you can see, I minced up all of our garlic, and now I have some salt and pepper, and there's our ground beef. So right now I'm just gonna turn my heat to a medium or medium high. I'm just gonna go in the pan with some olive oil, just enough to coat the bottom a little, make sure that the beef doesn't stick. And I can just roll this around a little to get the entire bottom coated, like this. And now, once this is heated up, we can put our ground beef in the pan, and then we can season with salt and pepper and toss in our garlic. It looks like our pan has just gotten hot enough, so now I'm just gonna take my ground beef, and this is about a pound. Just for reference, I'm going to be making multiple burritos. So if you're just making one for yourself, you don't need all of this. But I'm just going to go in with about a pound of ground beef right here. There you go. You can hear that sizzle. That's going to be so delicious. And now you can go with some salt on top. Just season liberally. It looks like a lot. That's a lot of ground beef. And then we're just going to go pepper as well. And now we're going to chop this up around our pan. And then once this is chopped up, we can go ahead and add in our minced garlic. So now you just want to mix this all around and then chop it up so there's no big chunks of ground beef. And then to know when this is done, everything will be brown. You can already see some browning here. But basically, once everything is brown, that'll mean that you're done cooking. Then you can set this to the side. As you can see, our ground beef is fully brown. That means it's done cooking. And now we can turn off the heat and then set this to the side. Alrighty, everyone. So some of the other ingredients for our burrito is going to be a red onion, a tomato, avocado, and jalapeno. So we're going to cut these all up. So first, I'll start with the avocado. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around half like this. I'm going to cut it in half like that. I'm going to twist. It looks beautiful on the inside. And now with my knife, I'm just going to go with the pit like that, twist it out, and now we can throw this pit away. Now with the avocado, we're only going to need about half. So I'm just going to take this half and I'm just going to try and scoop it out as best as I can without totally destroying it. So I'm just going to go like this. And there we go. I'm just going to slice it lengthwise like this. Kind of saw this in my avocado toast video. So I'll slice it just like I did there. And then we'll be able to put this on our burrito. So there you have it. Our avocado is done for the burrito. That's all the avocado we're going to need for my burrito. And now we can start slicing up our other ingredients. As you can see, I cut up the avocado lengthwise. And now I can start cutting up our other ingredients. So I'm just going to take tomato. I'm just going to cut off the top. I'm just going to cut off 2 or 3 slices thick. And then with this, I'm just going to cut this into small cubes. Alrighty, I just diced our tomato up, and now I can toss it on the plate with the avocado. For our jalapeno, I'm just going to take off the top. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take little thin slices, really thin. And this is what I'm going to put on my burrito. So as you can see, I just sliced up about half of the jalapeno in really thin slices. And I'm just going to put that with our avocado and tomato. And now I can put this to the side, and then we can peel and chop our red onion. Now with my red onion, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop it in half like this. Now I'm going to take my red onion half, and I'm just going to cut it in half this way. And now right here, I'm just going to go down in a few little strips like this. Then I'm gonna go this way, sideways with my knife. I'm gonna cut over, not all the way, Then I'll cut over this way. And now I can get perfectly sized pieces of onion if I just cut down like this. And just like that, we have our chopped onion. Now I'm just gonna do that a few times with this, and then I'll do it with the other side as well. Now that our jalapeno, avocado, tomato, and red onion has all been cut up, I can set this to the side, and now we can prepare our cilantro lime rice. All right, so I'm gonna attempt at making some cilantro lime rice. I have never done this. I have no idea how much cilantro or lime to add or how much rice to use. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take off what I think is gonna be a good amount of cilantro, and I'm just gonna chop this up nice and fine. And then I'll get my lime, and then I'll squeeze some lime into the rice. So I just chopped up my cilantro, and I have no idea how much to add, so I'm just gonna add in little by little, because you can always add more but never take away. So I'm just gonna add a handful, or not a handful, but a little at each time. Then I'm just gonna add it into my rice. And so already by mixing this, it looks like a pretty good amount, because you don't really want too much cilantro in your rice. So I think that's actually a good amount right there. You can see there's some cilantro in each bite. So I definitely chopped up a little too much cilantro, but now I'm gonna grab a lime, and I think I'm gonna squeeze half of a lime in here. I'm actually gonna quarter it first so it's easier to squeeze, but I think I'll use 2 quarters then. So I have 1 quarter right here. I'm just gonna try and squeeze some of this into the rice. I'm trying to recreate like a Chipotle burrito, but like they don't have ground beef or, you know, some of these ingredients, or not some of them, but like they do them differently. So I don't really know, but I'm just trying to make some stuff like the cilantro and lime rice. So yeah, I'm just gonna squeeze all the cilantro in there, or the lime. So I just squeezed a little more than a quarter of a lime in here. So I'm just gonna mix this around, and then I'll taste to see if it's good. It's actually really good. I think I nailed it. So I don't know how much rice this is that I'm using, but so I just did a little bit of cilantro and a little more than a quarter of a lime. So that's perfect. So now my cilantro lime rice is ready. That actually looks really good. Alrighty everyone, so I have my large tortilla right here. It's a little ripped right here, but that's gonna be okay. So I'm just gonna turn on to my pan to about a medium high again. And now I'm just gonna set this on the pan, and I'm just gonna get it to warm up. And once it's warm, we can start to construct our burrito. So just after about 15-30 seconds on each side, my tortilla is nice and warm. And now I can just set this to the side, and then we can actually start to make our burritos. I warmed up our tortilla, we have all the ingredients ready, and now we can start to build our burrito. So the first thing I'm gonna do is with some of my cilantro and lime rice, I'm just gonna spoon that over onto my burrito, just like that. And now I'm gonna go in with some of my garlic ground beef. I'm just gonna go on top like that. There we go. You can go on with some of our red onion, our tomatoes, a few of our sliced avocado. I'm just gonna go across like this. And then I'm gonna take a few of our thinly sliced jalapenos, go off the top. And now I'm gonna take, this is one of my favorite cheeses. It's an extra sharp cheddar, and grate this on top. So that's all of our ingredients. This is gonna be so delicious. Now I can try and wrap this up. I've never done this. So I think you bring everything to the center, then you come over like this. Just gotta bring it up. I've never done this. This is gonna be interesting. I just gotta tuck it. Oh, I ripped it. Well, the burrito might not hold for too long, but there we go. That should be good for now. Slice into this, and we'll see this cross section. Let's see this. Just like that. You can see this burrito. This looks really good. We have our ground beef, our avocado, our jalapeno. You can see some of our red onion and tomato. That's gonna be so delicious. Alrighty everyone, I have this messy burrito right here. That was really hard to fold. I've never done that. And then I think I added a little too many ingredients for the size of our tortilla. But anyways, this is gonna be so delicious. Let's give it a go. Okay, that is really good. So it might not look that good. It's falling apart. But that ground beef with that garlic, that's so good. And then you can taste the lime and cilantro in that rice. The avocado gives some creaminess. The red onion gives some color, some extra flavor. And then those tomatoes for the juiciness, and the jalapenos for the spice. And the cheese is another little creamy aspect. It's all very good. It's well balanced. This is really good. I mean, it kind of fell apart, but I mean, sometimes food can be messy. So yeah, that was today's video. We had this amazing beef burrito that was so delicious. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.